I want to start off with part one and talk about this incredible document in my hand. It's something we couldn't be more proud of, and it's called a Manifesto for the Future. This is something we've spent 8 months working on. Like I said, working with some incredible people behind the scenes, and it talks about our plans to rebuild London's economy, put 10,000 new police officers on the street, to abolish the congestion charge until 2022, and also build 50,000 new homes by Christmas. And look, I'll be honest with you, 9 months ago, I didn't really understand the detailed problems that London had. I didn't know that the mayor had failed to deliver the homes that he promised in 2016, that he had only built 3% of the homes, only 12,000 homes after he had promised 400,000 homes. I didn't realize that he had caused knife crime and violent crime to go up every single year he was in office. That's a 28.5% increase in crime on his watch. I didn't know how he had failed to invest in the police. I didn't realize how he had not supported London's economy. And I also didn't know how badly he had bankrupted our transport system and how he was punishing Londoners with his extended congestion charges and his LTN fines that's racked up millions of pounds in places like Enfield and Ealing and Southwark. I've been to all those places. I didn't realize how much damage Sadiq Khan had done to London. I really didn't know. But I did what I do with everything in my life. When I'm passionate about something, I go all in. And so I started studying the details. I started reaching out to people on LinkedIn and I said, would you get on a call with me? I want to learn more about this problem. And people looked at me and they looked at our website and they said, wow, this young man, because some of them are older than me, seems like he really cares and he wants to solve the problems of London. And I was blown away by the level of high-level support I got. I was getting on Zoom calls with people I never thought would spend time doing this. I'm talking about senior members of the House of Lords. These people have very important work to do and are usually senior members and very accomplished members of the British community. They took time out to help me on this policy. I got contacted by senior members of the Metropolitan Police that gave me detailed advice that is right here in this document, comes from those officers, from their mouths. I got in contact with senior architects that have helped me build the plans for the modular housing, which are actually outlined in this book. Pictures of the actual modular homes in this book are here, and that's been done by the architects. I got contacted by senior entrepreneurs, some of the founders of big names like Pizza Express and Yo Sushi, that advised me on the policy when it came to rebuilding London. And I was just so powerfully impressed and just humbled that they would take time out of their day to help me. And I'm talking about doctors as well, and scientists, Nobel Prize winners. These are all the people that contributed to this document. But I also want to say it wasn't just these people. It was also real Londoners in the streets. And I've had hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 conversations with real Londoners in the streets. And I've said, what are you struggling with? What's your challenge? And they've all had different challenges. Brian, my business is being shut down. I'm in the hospitality sector. I can't open my pub. My children have to carry knives to school because they're scared. My cousin got stabbed last week. I can't afford to live in this city, even though I'm a nurse and my work is important. You know, I can't afford the congestion charge. I can't visit my grandmother because I can't pay the congestion charge that the mayor has extended to 24 hours a day. These are real conversations. And I thought, how can I solve their problems, but also pay for it? There's nothing worse than a politician that tells you everything's going to be okay, but can't actually tell you how he's going to pay for it. And so I went and I dug deep and I leveraged my 30 years of experience in the business sector. I've worked in the automotive industry. I've worked in aerospace. I've worked on Wall Street. I've worked in the City of London in the financial center. I've worked in digital media for 10 years. And I've also worked in digital education. And I've also worked in technology startup. And I thought, surely I can find a way to pay for this. And so I went deep and I started looking into the TfL. I saw all the land that they held that we could use to create revenue. So TfL wasn't running at a bankruptcy. I also looked into things like community centers and I thought, why can't we get corporates to donate? I looked into the police and thought, wow, if we digitize it, we can actually save money over time. And I look at everything through the lens of business, including my plans for the Great Celebration, which is my plans for 31 days of festivals, street fairs, music concerts to bring 20 million people safely into London in the month of August and make this year, 2021, our best year economically. Imagine us showing off to the world the best of what we offer in London, from the music to the arts to the culture to fashion, like my tailor John Kent does. all of these incredible things we can show off, from our technology to our commerce to our industry to our media. Everything we do here is world class, and I want to show the world that London is back. We're back in business. We've overcome one of our most challenging years, but we are looking forward with innovation, with solution, and again, with that incredible British indomitable spirit that we are famous for. We're going to show it off in August, and I can't wait. And so this is all embodied in this manifesto, and I really implore you right now to take a look at this thing. Go to brianformayor.london/manifesto. Share it on your socials. Share it with your friends and family who maybe have heard you talk about Brian for Mayor, but just aren't sure. Share them this document. It'll take them about 4 minutes, and they'll say, oh, I get it. Now I understand why you keep talking about this guy. This is clearly the real deal. And perhaps I'll vote for him as well. Again, I believe if every single Londoner had a copy of this manifesto in their hands right now, we would win this election hands down.